Hey everyone, Jordan here with Lawn Doctor. Today we're actually doing something a little different. We're here at one of our local hardware stores and we're going to be picking up some store-bought fertilizer to run some comparison tests against our professional grade fertilizer we use each and every day. Let's get inside. Okay, I think it's over here. Here we go. Dang, look how expensive that is. We got to get the pricing on that. Like this big bag here, $55. We service lawns for less than that. A lot of times too, when you go to the store, there's no guide. A lot of people here won't really know the best advice to tell you. They don't even ask you your lawn size, your grass type, your conditions of your lawn, if you irrigate or not. So you're pretty much playing a guessing game, which obviously is not very ideal for your lawn. See, like this one is a small little one. This one will treat only 4,000 square feet. You're paying 29 bucks. The larger one that treats 12,000 square feet is $70. Now that is almost what you'd pay for an application from us for a 12,000 square foot lawn list. Plus you got to buy the spreader as well. So that's an additional cost and you got to store it all. Let's take this bag. We'll get back to the shop, compare the two. Now we're back at the shop for our first test. We are going to compare the nutrient quality to the store-bought fertilizer versus our professional grade fertilizer. Let's dive in. Let's see what the numbers say. Off the bat, if you want to come in here and get this, we can see that the store-bought fertilizer is actually clumped up in there. We have chunks. That is not good. We see when we're pouring it into a spreader, especially if it doesn't have a screen on it. Another thing is the prill size in this is very, very small. So let's just take a closer look at this. Let's get this out on the table so we can kind of see what this fertilizer looks like. Now we have our professional grade fertilizer. All right. As you can see, there's a huge difference off the bat. We have a very fine prill here. We have a larger prill, but it's a very tight prill and it's all uniform as well. So that's something good about this fertilizer. It's a very pelletized, but it's actually granulars and most of them are the same size or same shape. That's good. In this bag, we don't have any clumping or anything like that. And with this bag, we had a clump. Nutrient availability and your store-bought fertilizers are here. One size fits all approach. It's not very standard. It's whatever they make in large quantities, therefore it's cheaper for the stores. It's not custom blended. It's just something that they throw on the rack and it may not even be what your lawn calls for because West Michigan lawns are different than everywhere else. Another thing too is the nitrogen. It's usually a quick green up. These smaller prills like this, they don't stick around that long either. It's a very fast acting product and you're gonna have to apply another one soon. With our professional grade fertilizer, we actually have 3 different forms of nitrogen availability. That way we have quick release, which is going to give you that green up, but we also have slow release with this. So over the course of time, in 4 to 6 weeks, these prills are going to slowly break down over time and then slowly release that nitrogen and that availability for the uptake in those soil roots. And also, this product here is custom blended, so we know exactly what is in this and exactly the rates they're going down that the lawns in West Michigan absolutely need. One other note too with these two fertilizers is this one contains no micronutrients or other additives. This one does contain micronutrients, which a lot of lawns call for those micronutrients throughout the summer months to help retain stress, stuff like that. So for test 2, we're going to be talking about the application method of these fertilizers. A lot of times with the store-bought fertilizer, you're going to be wanting to use a push spreader, and a lot of times with application, unless your passes are perfect, you may be overlapping or not going close enough between your passes, and that could create striping or green lines in the lawn that you don't want. Another thing too is the rate. A lot of times these rates are set for a couple spreaders rather than one fine-tuned spreader. If your rate is not when you set it on the spreader, then your lawn is not going to get the nutrients needed for this fertilizer. The best way for the weed control to work in here is when the weeds are actually wet or they have some dew on them. Therefore, this product will actually stick to the weeds and therefore work. Now, I don't really believe in a granular weed control. It's not very effective. And again, those weeds have to be wet for this product to stick to, and it takes a lot longer than a liquid weed control would be to work. With the professional grade fertilizer, that's going to be applied by licensed and trained technicians. It's going to be applied with the best equipment possible, apply the perfect rate for what your lawn conditions call for at that exact timing. Another thing is we're going to be applying targeted weed control with this product as well, so we can apply a liquid weed control that's much more effective than a granular. So for our third comparison, let's compare it to how long these products actually last. Now, a short burst of green is one thing, but a really good burst of green followed by slow, repeated nutrient availability is another. With the store-bought fertilizer, the fertilizer actually releases quickly and then it tapers off. It can be broken down by severe weather conditions or more rain, and it doesn't adjust for weather conditions either. With the professional fertilizer, we're gonna have good bursts of green followed by slow release growth for overall and uniform coverage. And it's gonna be designed to stay effective through Michigan weather swings. So even with heavy rain and very hot weather, this fertilizer is very adaptable and it's gonna work well in the Michigan climate. Now let's look at something people really look at, the support behind the fertilizer. The application is one thing, but the people that stand behind the products or the information you receive are a completely different thing. For the store-bought fertilizer, there's no follow-up assistance, there's no custom program, and there's no personalized recommendations based off of your lawn or your conditions. With our fertilizer, you're gonna get a licensed technician that's out there doing a very comprehensive checkup each and every application. We're gonna be monitoring weed pressure, turf density, soil conditions, and weather conditions as well based off your property. Ongoing guidance and call and text support whenever you need it. For our next test, let's take a look at these products individually, look at the back, see what the label says, see what they recommend. For our store-bought product, it even says, for best results, apply to a wet lawn. That's gonna mean, like we said before, that lawn's gonna have to be wet. You're gonna have to either water it beforehand, or you're gonna have to do it early in the morning with the dew. Not everybody can always do that. Like, that's a negative about this product, is you have to be applying it to a wet lawn. Another thing is they tell you some of your spreader rates, and a lot of times these labels can be confusing, and you can see it's very small wording, so you have to look really close at what you're looking at and make sure you're paying attention to the directions. Yep, so as we can see here, this product covers 4,000 square feet. It's a smaller bag. It's a 2602. So what that means is 26% of this bag has nitrogen, 0% is phosphorus, and a measly 2% is potassium. So you're not getting a lot of potassium at all in this. Potassium is used to strengthen that cell wall during times of stress and help with nutrient availability and uptake. And we also have the active ingredients from here. This is going to be our herbicide that's in the fertilizer again. So we're talking 2,4-D. We got dicamba. Those are two of your very generic broadleaf herbicides. So they're going to cover a good amount. They're very basic ones. Another thing with those two, again, this whole problem is these pellets have to stick to weeds. And that's very tough unless you're doing that when it's wet. Here we have a 50-pound bag as compared to the 11. There's more nitrogen in this bag. There's more potassium. We're going to be having micro and macronutrients in this bag. It's custom blended. Everything we're putting into this bag are based off our soil tests here in West Michigan. And we're going to be applying the perfect amount that your lawn calls for at the right time, so we get maximum results from the product. We have a nice pelletized granular here. It's going to go through our stand-ons very well. We're going to get minimal clump up, minimal buildup, so we get smooth and effective application. In this next test, this product calls for 3 pounds of product per 1,000 square feet. We're going to measure that out and see what it looks like on both of these products. I've zeroed out the scale to both of these pans so that way it's even. As we can see here too, this product, we have more clumps and stuff like that. They're gonna build up in that spreader. That's not good, but for the most part, it's pretty uniform. We're gonna go 3 pounds now on our product. So if you can see these two things here, you can clearly tell. These are both calibrated at 3 pounds of product per 1,000. Our store-bought is probably even 3 times the amount of product. And if you're being studious in the environment, trying to be greener, you're gonna be using way more bags of this product to cover the space it would to take up this product, because it's way less. Just another additive, just another bonus on the store-bought product. This also proves that the store-bought product is more dense, it has more nutrient availability, and it's gonna go farther than this product, even with less. You're getting a better bang for your buck on that option there. All right, guys, we've done about 4 or 5 tests here. This was clumpy. We have a much smaller prill size. The directions are a little confusing. It has to be wet. It's not custom built. And a lot of times you're just throwing it out there. And again, you're relying on yourself or whoever's doing it for perfect application results. We're over to our professional grade fertilizer. It's custom blended for the lawn. It's very uniform. So it's gonna be applied by certified licensed technicians with equipment that's calibrated to your lawn, and it's gonna deliver the perfect amount of product. It does not have to be wet. And again, we're gonna be using a liquid weed control, which is much more effective than this to target those broadleaf weeds in your lawn. One last thing too is if you're looking to be greener for the environment, this product's gonna go through less bags and less product overall as compared to this product. So you'd use about 3 times this product to apply what this one can do. Therefore, this product is the superior option, is what we recommend for lawns here in West Michigan. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. Follow us, let us know if you have any questions. We'd love to answer them for you. Until next time, thank you so much. I got some for you.
What?
Here, I don't know if you can carry this.
I can't, I definitely can't.
What do you think of this?
Looks bad. I think it's a little wet.
How do you think it's gonna throw?
Probably not good at all. It's gonna be clumpy.
Do you think it's a good product?
No. Scott's sucks.
Well, thanks for your review. We appreciate it.
It grips the weeds. So what's it gonna like pull them out? The little people are gonna come out and pull them out?